It is Friday, February the 7th of the year of the Lord 2025. Today is first Friday of the month. It's a day to receive communion. We have all night adoration from 8 p.m. tonight until tomorrow, Saturday at 8 a.m. Come, join us for adoration to the Blessed Sacrament. The Gospel is taken from St. Mark, chapter 6, verse 14 to 29. King Herod heard about Jesus, for his fame had become widespread, and people were saying, John the Baptist has been raised from the dead. That is why mighty powers are at work in him. Others were saying, he is Elijah. Still others, he is a prophet like any of the prophets. But when Herod learned of it, he said, it is John whom I beheaded. He has been raised up. Herod was the one who had John arrested and bound in prison on account of Herodias, the wife of his brother Philip, whom he had married. John had said to Herod, it is not lawful for you to have your brother's wife. Herodias harbored a grudge against him and wanted to kill him, but was unable to do so. Herod feared John, knowing him to be a righteous and holy man, and kept him in custody. When he heard him speak, he was very much perplexed, yet he liked to listen to him. Herodias had an opportunity one day when Herod, on his birthday, gave a banquet for his courtier, his military officers, and the leading men of Galilee. His own daughter came in and performed a dance that delighted Herod and his guests. The king said to the girl, ask of me whatever you wish, and I will grant it to you. He even swore many things to her. I will grant you whatever you ask of me, even to half of my kingdom. She went out and said to her mother, what shall I ask for? Her mother replied, the head of John the Baptist. The girl hurried back to the king's presence and made her request. I want you to give me at once on a platter the head of John the Baptist. The king was deeply distressed, but because of his oath and the guest, he did not wish to break his word to her. So he promptly dispatched an executioner with orders to bring back his head. He went off and beheaded him in the prison. He brought in the head on a platter and gave it to the girl. Then the girl, in turn, gave it to her mother. When his disciples heard about it, they came and took his body and laid it in the tomb. The Gospel of the Lord. Today's Gospel is sandwiched between the Gospel of yesterday, Jesus sending his disciples to mission, and the Gospel of tomorrow, Saturday, the disciples coming back. We heard in the first chapter of the Gospel of the Gospel of Mark, before Jesus began his ministry, John the Baptist was put in jail. So how Mark is telling us that the same fate that had John the Baptist, Jesus will have it. On the other hand, the people are asking about who Jesus is. That leads us to the central part of the Gospel of John, chapter 8, when Jesus asks the people, who do people say that I am? And then he tells the disciples, who do you say that I am? The people think that Jesus was Elijah, or one of the prophets, or John the Baptist. So Herod is sure that Jesus is John the Baptist. What a way of dying. He's dying because of the hate of a woman, Herodias. She could not stand the truth of John the Baptist, that she was not supposed to be married to Herod. And John the Baptist told Herod, and maybe told her. And then on the other side, also Herod. He preferred his oath to a human life. Because of his oath, because he didn't want to have a bad image, he's willing to sacrifice a man. You can see, and then they are not waiting. At once, immediately, John the Baptist is beheaded because of these people who prefer to live in sin, not to abide by the law. It may happen to us. There are so many prejudices, so many ideas that we have that do not help us at the end. Sometimes we prefer to follow the law than to take care of human beings. So I hope that we can be like John the Baptist, always to say the truth, even though it's costly, even though we can give our lives for the truth. There are so many fake news, so many lies in our society. How do we need today a John the Baptist? We need today many John the Baptists willing to say the truth about everything. So please share this video with all your acquaintances. And remember to go to Mass today to receive communion, first Friday of the month, and also for adoration. From St. Leo the Great Parish and St. Luke Parish in Irving, Texas. May God bless you in your life and happiness.